Look what came in the mail today. We've got another Jaffa unboxing. Here today is the Kickstarter for the new Iron Kingdom's Widower's Woods. I was lucky enough to back this, and it finally came today. So today I thought I'd go with a surprise and we'd do an unboxing of the brand new Kickstarter. We can see what's inside. I'm going to take the shrink wrap off of all of this and I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. We've got the boxes all uncovered, or I'm unshrink wrapped, and because I'm doing this one-handed as before, got the boxes slightly open, so here we go. Here is the base box for the Widower's Woods. The first thing you're greeted with is the all-new ways to play all of the other Privateer Press games. Everything else Privateer Press provides. The next thing we've got a... Nope, going the wrong way here, guys. There we go. We've got the Widower's Woods, the campaign guide. Now let's take a quick look through that before we go flipping out of it. It's going to tell you everything that's going on, the prologue. And then, of course, how to play the game if you've never played. How to vary up the difficulty. And all your missions, how you set them all up in between the chapters. And it looks like, so we've got 7 chapters is what fills up this whole book. So we've got 7 missions to play out of the base book here. The next book you're greeted with is the rule book. Everything you need to know how to play this game. For those who are new to the Iron Kingdoms universe as far as the board game. If you played their previous game, Undercity, you'll know exactly what you're doing by then. So here we go. Looks like we've got a nice poly bag with, what do we got here? 6 boards, punch boards. We're not going to open those at this moment. Maybe we'll come back to those when we've got some time. But we've got a punch board. It's got all of the tiles that we need to play the game and everything. Oh, hey, look at that. Let's go back to that. I thought it was an actual, like, rip-open bag. But no, they actually do have it taped. So if I can do this one-handedly... Yeah, no we can't. We'll come back to that. The next thing we're greeted with is a nice 6-panel board. And this will be the base play area for your game. If I can get my fingers to work and open it up. There we go. So we've got a nice green field is what we're going to be playing on. Now this board game is the Hordes expansion, or Hordes version of the Undercity board game. If you've played Undercity, Undercity was the War Machine side. This is the Horde side. So now next thing we've got in here, we've got some dice. We've got your cards, all the feat cards and everything you're going to need to play for your heroes. All of the event cards and the monster cards that you're going to need. So we've got the Invincible Deathless. Shows you everything you need to know how to play with that character. Next thing we've got a giant poly bag full of plastic. Let's see if we can get some of these open here. We do it like barbarian style. We'll get in there and we'll just rip it open with our teeth. Here we have a worm of some kind. At the moment, the name of it escapes me. The Tatzel worm. There we go. We've got a Tatzel worm. Very good plastic this time around. They don't feel as bendy as the previous edition. Let's see what else we've got in here. Ooh, a Gatorman Shaman. There we go. Some really good detail on him. There we go. Getting too much shadow of my big body in the way. There we go. Some really nice detail for a board game miniature. Privateer Press has skipped no quality issues. Here's one of our heroes. It looks like a Tharn Ravager of some kind. There we go. Not bad. So we got a nice bag of, I would say, at least 30 plus miniatures in there. And then finally the last thing that's in our box here, or at least what it looks to be the last thing that's in our box, is the reference sheets, the character sheets, everything you need to play the rest of the game. Let's just do a quick check, see if there's anything hidden underneath like there was in yesterday's unboxing. Nothing hidden underneath, and there you go. So right there, that's what we've got for the Widower's Woods base expansion. Looks like I also kickstarted and got the campaign expansion, Dead Men Walking. So let's see what that's got in store for us. Swap these around here. Again, telling you what Privateer Press also sells. The next thing we've got is the little campaign expansion booklet. And this tells you all of the new elements that you're going to be given in this book, or this box set. And it gives you some more chapters to combat against. So it looks like it gives you a mini campaign called Stench of Death and 3 chapters in that. And then it gives you a second mini campaign or side campaign called Dead Woods. And it gives you 3 more expansions upon that. So that's pretty good. There's another 6 story adventures you've got. We've got another little poly bag with 2 sheets of cardboard, which includes some additional punch board that you're going to need to use for this adventure. We've got, yet again, one more package of cards. It's going to add some new environments and all the new monsters that we've gotten here. And finally, let's get these open. We'll use our teeth once more. Use our teeth to cut a little hole so we can get our big meaty fingers into those. And let's take a look at a couple of the figures that we've got in here. So we've got ourselves a, looks like just a random skeleton. In case you need a skeleton for your armies. Lots and lots of skeletons in here. Again, this is called the Dead Woods, so that doesn't surprise me. Here we've got a skeleton with a sword. Again, very good detail. Again, the sword's a little flimsy, but the rest of that body, he's pretty high quality, pretty stable. Real hard for me to actually try and snap him off the base. That was my issue with the last 2 plastics things that they've released, is they've had some issues with their the quality, in my opinion. The quality was a lot less. Here it looks like we've got our Undead Necromancer. Let's see if I can... No focusing in on there. Unfortunately, my camera is not the greatest for taking miniatures quality. I'll have to look into upgrading that. So there we go. We've got a probably your Necromancer, which is probably your big bad guy for this set. Let's see what else we got in here. Ooh. War Machine followers would probably know this guy. This is going to be a Pistol Wraith. His arms are a little bit low quality, but that rest of that body is very stable. I really like that. Once more, so there's what we've got. We've got another, I would say another 15-20 miniatures in this bag. And we'll just make sure that there's nothing underneath that box, and of course there isn't, so we can put that back. And finally, the last box we got right there is just labeled Stretch Goal Content. So this is what we got for being backers, for helping promote this game, helping to get it off the ground, and making sure that we can get it into everybody's hands. So the first thing we're greeted with is a whole bunch of stuff falling on the ground. Look at this, another big poly bag, another bag with another, looks like 6 more punch boards. All sorts of stuff. In fact, this almost looks like duplicates of what I got out of the first box. So that'll be good. We can make some really interesting scenarios out of there. As I was pulling those out, I had a bunch of stuff fall out at me. So let's just dump this whole box out and see what we all got in here. We got another cardboard box we're going to have to cut open. Here's some interesting stuff. It looks like we've got some expansions little one-shot scenarios. Got a one-shot scenario here. We've got, looks like in-between chapters, stuff that you can do between chapters 1 and 2 and 2 and 3 and all the way up until 5. So all sorts of stuff that you guys can go through, and they're real nice setups here. And we're back. Sorry about that. And something happened to my camera and everything kicked off. Here is, you know, here it tells you exactly what we've got here. Ghost Trap is a Kickstarter exclusive mission. Tells you a little story about it. The goal, the gameplay, what bosses are going to be in here, and victory, defeat, and how to deal with it. On the back side, just like in the book, you're going to see setup, what villains you're going to have, how the board's going to look, what extra deck, villain decks, side quest decks are going to have. So there we go. Next thing we've got here, looks like we've got some side quests, which is where you usually get your treasures and also some other fun little pieces of information. The next pile I see here looks like some more monster cards as well as some more event cards. And here, these are going to be more level ups and more stuff for heroes, more feat cards, more ability cards for them. Finally, we've got the character sheets for these guys. Let's see if we can block out some of that glare from the overhead lamp. There we go. So you get a chance to see what Victor Pendrake looks like. Beautiful artwork on it. And his second win ability. And finally, I'm sure y'all can hear that. That is got to be a box full of plastic. And I know I don't got a light, so here we go. Look at that. Just look at that. All that plastic dumping out onto my table. I even dropped a piece on the ground. Just look at it all. That is a plastic fiend's nightmare or pleasure cruise. I don't know. So here we've got, looks like another Gator Man. Toss him aside. What do we got here? We've got a Bog Trog with a long rifle of sorts. Or maybe even a blowgun. There we go, blowgun. I have to look a little bit better at it. Here is one of our heroes. Ooh, got such bad lighting. There we go. Much better. Again, all of these miniatures are in such great quality. Let's see if we can get one of the bigger. Oh, here we go. One of the bigger guys right here. Look at this, guys. This looks like a Gator Man, possibly a Wrestler. Or maybe even bigger. I'm not sure. This is going to be one of your heavy war beasts if you were to actually be playing the Hordes miniatures game. So I'm sure this guy is going to be very nasty, very sturdy, and kick a lot of butt. I love the detail. If I can get it in here on my camera. I love the detail, the wrappings on his hands, the armor, the wrappings around there. Just really well done here, guys. I am so glad that I kickstarted this, and even happier that it came in the mail today. And you know, this guy here, he's got some good heft to him. I mean, you'd almost be hard pressed once you put a little paint on that to see that that is a plastic miniature. And there you go, guys. That is my unboxing, one Jaffo unboxing of my Kickstarter for Iron Kingdom's Widower's Wood. Should be coming to retailers within the next month, I would say. So make sure you check it out. And if you got any comments or questions, hit me down below in the comments below. As always, like and subscribe, follow me, find out more videos. We'll be starting to do some 40K battle reports later this week. Thank you. Bye-bye.